All right. Well, we are live. Hopefully the sound works. So let me know. Let me know in the chat when you arrive if the sound works. But for now, let us play a little clip. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. I love it.
All right, time for the Faraday fusion.
Oh!
This is it, Bernie. Prepare for magic.
They're moving.
It worked. They're alive. All right, time for the Faraday fusion.
Oh!
This is it, Bernie. Prepare for magic.
They're moving.
It worked. They're alive. All right, time for the Faraday fusion.
Oh!
This is it, Bernie. Prepare for magic.
They're moving.
All right, time for the Faraday.
Son of a bee. It's only the same one, but isn't AI great? Look at that, just over and
Fusion.
Oh!
This is it, Bernie. Prepare for magic.
There we go. Mute that. But hey, look, they're alive. We got some Faraday fusion magic happening there. AI, the miracles of it. All right, so that's enough of that, though. So, how is everyone today? Y'all were with me when I was climbing the mountain. It was pretty good. I climbed 3 mountains today, but that's not what we're going to be sharing. Today, we're going to be sharing what we've been working on. We started with, I don't know, I'll start with this, with the orange tree and planting potatoes. These are potato diggings right there. Oops, wrong way. There's Bernie planting potatoes. There you go. See, planting the potatoes. Oh, we got X's in the sky. I don't know. All right, we've been doing electrolysis. That's the whole point of being down here. Here's where we coated the first anode or electrode from the anode, and we got shout out to my alter egos. We got Bert, we got Ernie, and we got Oscar the Grouch. We got them all together. You know, they've just been traveling with me because, well, they're my alter egos. And if you can't see, oops, wrong one. In the background behind me right now, look at that. Bam. We got Bert, we got Ernie, we got Oscar the Grouch. Together, they make Bernie. Yeah. All right. So there they are next to the electrolysis experiment and the coating of the first electrode. We got monatomic aluminum in there next to them. You can see the aluminum anode, the copper cathode, and the copper cathode being coated by the aluminum monoatomics in this reactor. Ooh, and they feeding me good. Shout out Kristen and Nathan. The Buttons, great people. Feeding me well. They eat well. And look at the smiles on my face. I am just ecstatic to be here. And you can see it on my alter egos. Yeah. All right. Do we get some laughs in the chat? Is that funny? Or should I just be serious? You tell me. You tell me, all 2 people watching right now. Is this interesting? Are you enjoying pictures of my alter egos and my reactor experiments? Look at that. Boom. We live on air. But what do we have here? We have 24 karat monoatomic or monomolecule gold and purple gold. And then we have purple silver here. Some of the electrodes I've been making. And of course, we got Bert back here. We got Ernie. We got Oscar. And that makes, oh, there's Bert. Bert, Ernie, and Oscar gives you Bernie. And shout out CBK Wahoo. hooking up the Organite aux and the plasma generator that we're going to be messing with next week after I get back from Steve Ellswick's. Shout out Steve Ellswick and Tesla Tech. Going to be heading out to Steve's here on Tuesday. Help him do some moving. And yeah, we've been busy non-stop while in Cali-Fern-Yeah. Still no comments in the chat, so no idea if you can hear me. See the people watching. All right, let us continue on this exploration. Oh, look at that. Look at that nice setup. The reactor. This was reactor number 1. And yeah, we also have the monatomic silver and zinc there. And the aerogel samples in the background. I may have smuggled them from Canada. Just kidding. Everything was made in America. Yes. Yes, it was. As I declared on the customs. And as you can see, I am making monoatomics in America. Yeah. All right. So we're done with that picture set. Let's go to the next picture set. Shall we? And shout out Nathan again, hooking me up these headphones so we can multi-stream together. It's going to be a good time. Ooh, now here's another reactor. And this reaction is a good one because you got green and red. Almost yellow and red. And that's just pure copper. Electrodes turning into different colors that they shouldn't be, yet there they are in that color. How do I do it? Well, that's for me to know and you to learn another day. But for now, there it is. And that's some of my reverse electrode reactor right there. That's reactor number 2. And where were we going? This way? Yeah. Here's reactor number 2 from above. See the red forming, the green yellow forming. Shout out BC. Burn Exports, that's me. And lots of bubbling, lots of hydrogen, oxygen, and compounds being formed in gas form. See the red collecting at the bottom. Oh, and then we got reactor number 3 there. Reactor 3 still going. You can see how it was green and yellow. Now it's fully white. You can also see here the suspended layer of monatomic aluminum. That was out of reactor 1. Now we have some of the red pink showing out of reactor 2. And the copper anode, or cathode there, sorry. And as you can see, I'm always watching myself, Oscar the Grouch, and the Dark Horse, the Seeker. That's how we roll. Oh, and look at this reactor, hey? Look at those colors. And all that is copper and aluminum. Copper and aluminum. We got yellow, we got orange, we got blue, we got brown, we got red, pink, and white. All out of just aluminum, copper, salt, and water. Yeah. Isn't that kind of beautiful? Really, when you look at it, I find it quite beautiful. We took samples. We took samples out of this. I collected samples. Look at that yellow. Look how bright that is. Yeah. Different compounds. This is electrochemistry. Boom. Very interesting formations. Just out of copper and aluminum. Salt water. Oh. How and why does that happen? Well, that's for me to know. Ooh, we got topless BurnEye on the trampoline. All right, we got BurnEye exploring California. I was getting a suntan. All right, I was a little bit too white there, but I've since gotten a tan, so I'm comfortable. I'll show later in the next stream. Tanned BurnEye and yeah, topless, but it's too pale there. Too pale. We had to skip through that fast. All right. Here's beautiful sunny California. Look at them palm trees. I'm loving life down here. I cannot complain at all. I've been climbing those mountains recently. Well, today I climbed those 3. And the other day I was climbing the other ones 3 times already. Now you can see it's fully white. See the layer still there. So it's suspended. Well, yeah, that's some toxic shit right there. Don't put your fingers in it. Don't consume it. That is not what you want. The hydrides and oxides will kill you. Look at that. Bam. It's a beautiful photo. Bone green. Yeah. All right. Shout out Sean Calderon. The RAV, the bubble plasma fusion. There's a whole lot to it. Nathan's been actually making the first documentary video of it in the series over the last 3 days. The amount of editing and quality, it is going to be one you don't want to miss. So shout out to Nathan and shout out to Sean Calderon. Doing epic work. My team, my bros, my G's. And shout out to Joe, also recording segments for it. It's going to be pretty epic. All right, so there you can see we took a sample of the yellow. So here's the yellow solution taken from the reactor number 2. There again, you can see that yellow. Look at how yellow that is. That's what the alchemists call. See, look at that. Yellow pliers. Look at the yellow of it at the time. And that's what the alchemists call the sulfuric state, the yellow sulfur state of alchemy. But I do not believe it to be sulfur. I'm not claiming that it's transmutating sulfur out of the water or salt or anything. I'm just saying it's a state and that it's a hydride or a hydroxide state formed in this yellow reactive state. And yeah, we got samples of it now because that's what we doing. We taking samples. We making it. We doing it. We sampling it up. And we documenting it. Yellow on yellow. Look at that. Just bright yellow. Bright yellow sulfur state. Collected and done. Right? Boom. Color contrast. You can see how yellow it be. All right. Now I can see the black, blue within that electrode. And the pink red on this electrode. Someone's blowing up my phone. Sorry. Just gonna check quickly. Nothing important. All right. Back to the stream. All right, so again, the black coating, what they call the carbon state, the black carbon state in alchemy. And again, this is either copperine or yeah, most likely copperine, I believe. So copper in a different bonded state, and what Keshi calls the nano coating, but he himself believes the carbon. And I suspect that on mass spectrometer, it will actually show up as carbon, but it's because of its atomic or its bond structure and how it forms, and not actually transmutating to copper, that it is still carbon here. And then we have the copper oxide, the blue within, and the yellow state there as well. And then the red and the pink states of copper on the opposing electrode. So this being the anode and this being the cathode of reactor number 2. And now we're showing some of Nathan's Tesla coils. Hell to the yeah. These are freaking awesome. And the experiments Nathan was doing, oh my goodness, are they ever good. And we were recording plasma shooting all over the place. And we have many, many more experiments to do at Old Man Bill's lab. Yeah. This, like, Nathan's work, impeccable, next level. Constantly impressed with what the old man gets done, including the Bendini SG motor that he is in the process of finishing up, that we've run some tests on. We're just waiting on one last piece. And speaking of which, here is the Tesla coil with the plasma. Look at that. Like, experiencing this stuff firsthand, it's so freaking cool. Like, you just want to clip it. It's dope. It's a great time. Shout out Dave's Waffle House. Long time no see, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Hope business is good in is it London you are? I believe the UK. Dave's Waffle House. And shout out Darren Henderson as well. Good to have you here. Yay, we're up to 10 people watching. All right. So that probably means there's like 50. Because YouTube likes to lie. But we are live on 2 YouTubes. We are live on 2 Facebooks. We are live on Rumble. And we are live on Twitch, on X. And I should do Instagram maybe next time. But look at that plasma. It looks alive. Is it alive? I suspect so. They say it's conscious, right? Is this like a dragon plasma worm coming out? Maybe. It is the flame, the fire. Freaking so cool. So cool to experience the plasma coming out of these coils in person. And Nathan is amazing having me here doing these demos, working together. It's the time of my life. I can't say anything but amazing, great, good things, and awesome to help highlight and document his work and combine our work together. And yeah, look at just the beauty of plasma. You can literally stare at it all day. And a few of the days we were having a blast doing so and recording and experimenting. And that's what we do at Old Man Bill's Labs with the Alchemist in the house. But just while we were this was something else. It's so cool. Oh yeah, and then look at see, then we got some more plasma arcage. coming out. Shout out to Nathan's Coils. Nathan's Coils are next level. And hey, good to see you, Leafy. Leafy. 9282. Pleasure to have you. And yeah, so it's been just the next level of experiences. Here we are testing each of the coils before we ship them out. Nathan sold a couple there. That was pretty awesome. And if you are interested, Nathan is selling these coils. So feel free to put in an order and get your own and be able to replicate and play with these, the plasma, just like you see here. And or build your own. Building your own is just as epic. But like, look at that. It's beautiful. It's mesmerizing. It's a flower and a flame in one. Yeah. Just that, the magic of the plasma arc. As we connect the experiments into the star in the jar, with the high voltage and the sonoluminescence, we are going to be doing some next level risky science that might go boom. Hopefully we survive. Hopefully it doesn't go too big of a boom. That's why we're doing it out at the test range at Steve Ellswick's place. Shout out to Steve out in the desert. Look at that, blue and yellow and black. We got black and yellow and red and blue. All just from aluminum and copper and salt water. Bert, Ernie, and Oscar making up Bernie. My alter egos always watching over, always in the lab working hard, nonstop. Oh, bless you. Shout out Dave's Waffle House. $99, a euro, €1 chat. Bless your soul, sir. Thank you, Dave. Greatly appreciated, my man. Everything helps, and that definitely does. It's expensive out here, and I appreciate it, and we working hard every day. And if you in London, go to Dave's Waffle House and support my man, because he is so generous. He supports so many YouTube channels. Shout out Dave's Waffle House. Is that natural copper? No, it's copper from copper wire, like 14 or 16 gauge, I think I'm using. And you use stainless rods as cathode and like stainless steel. Is that what you're asking? No. Well, I have, but those specific electrodes so far was just pure aluminum and copper, and a combination of both between the two. So I can show you right here. So here's a pure copper wire. So this is the copper that I'm using when I'm referring to the copper. Here it is in a triple solenoid Magrav coil that I just made. And yeah, so this is the copper that we are using, or I am using. Oops, there we go. We can see the double solenoid within itself, coil within the coil. And yeah, this is the copper I'll be using. Back to the slideshow, shall we? Much love. Oh, bless you, and same to you, Dave. Same to you. I appreciate you, and I know you donate to lots of channels, my man. So I appreciate the euro, brother. Thank you. All right, as we continue on, we got more of the same. Yeah. All right, so you got the pink, red here. You can't really see because of lighting. The yellows, the blues, and the dark pink maroon down there. All different hydrides and oxides combines out of aluminum and copper. And this aluminum electrode, oh my, you should see it now. Let me tell you. Shout out Kristen, Nathan's wife, Miss Button. She ordered me these beakers from collectors from Amazon. Shout out Kristen, helping us get the science done and getting samples taken. So there's the yellow state. There's the yellow active state as it was active, where I took those samples from. Oh, snap. All right, a couple of reactors. So this one here, 0 electrical input. And it's still going today. All right, so this was these 2 coils. They went to Sean Calderon. Shout out Sean, our man of the RAV, so much more. This one went out to shout out Esoteric Gold, purchased it, it's shipped, and shout out to Paul, purchased this one, and this one shipped. All the coils have been shipped. Shout out to those lucky gentlemen receiving them, and that's what Nathan was testing there when he saw the plasma coming out of them, was to make sure that they all worked before we sent them. Right, there's the Graviflyer that we're going to be testing and doing some stuff. The Bendini SG we're going to be doing more testing with. And the pulse motor, the Renegade pulse motor, shout out Mike Faraday Research and his design that we are reproducing here as well. We are getting work done, let me tell you. Old Man Builds Lab. Hey, good morning, Ryan Everett. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Laminated copper. So for Nathan's Tesla coils, I believe so. I believe that's the case. Like, pretty sure these ones are laminated. For mine, new. Mine, it's bare copper, exposed copper, and that has to be so because it has to have the galvanic reaction and interaction with the electrolyte. Thus, all right, so here's how this electrode I started off. So you have, this is a ferrite iron piece rod as the core. And then I have 2 aluminum foil wraps around it. And then, well, from there, we're taking a break. Here's 2 electrodes I made that we also sent Sean Calderon. Just want to point those out. Pretty badass. Shout out Sean Calderon. All right. So here, let's go back. Okay, there we go. So this one I just explained with the ferrite core, the iron core, and the 2 aluminum. Let's show you what it became, how I finished it off. Oops, one again. Here I am. All right, so this is it finished. And you can actually see, there is the hook end of that iron center ferrite core. And then you can see the 1 aluminum right there and the 2nd aluminum right here. And that I then wire wrapped 2 copper solenoid coils around the entire electrode, thus creating a self-active battery slash capacitor slash electrode slash hydrogen reactor all in one. And it's a plasma pen. Ooh, you can actually feel the EM fields from it. It's pretty cool. Ooh, like it. Oh, as you turn it, like builds up the energy. It makes a couple fingers twitch and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, those interested in energy healing Reiki, energy and stuff, try making these, and I'm gonna be selling them soon. But no claims or nothing. They are just copper non-magic magic wands, aka electrode solenoid. Anywho, we shall continue on with this little presentation. So now that you saw the finished, that's what it started out as. Okay. Next up, we have leftovers from potato pie. All right, there. Here's a couple more of the electrodes that I have been making. So here's that one I was just showing once it was finished. The one that's just in my hand. And a couple more. I have been busy. Thank you, Leafy. It is. I try to be brilliant. I try to do brilliance in my engineering, and I guess that's the first time I've ever publicly gave that knowledge away of why it works, how it works, and what it is, and how it's self-active. And it's the differentials between the metals and how it's made. Woo! Look at Bernie. We got them special goggles. Those goggles once belonged to DJ Rez. Shout out Rez. I got her light goggles. You know what? Might as well, because we're here. Shout out to Rez and her light goggles. They make me look like a full-on crazy, so why not? Let's do it up. Let's do it. All right. Are you ready for the flight? Are you ready for takeoff? Because I sure am. And the best part of these glasses is that, they turn the light into rainbows. Like, it's like you look at a light source and just like rainbows everywhere. Pretty trippy. It's like I'm on drugs, but I'm not. I love it, right? I love it. Gotta love it. Nathan now enjoyed them too. We can't wait to do more experiments while wearing these glasses. See, I'm wearing it while we're doing the plasma to look at the rainbows and the different spectrums of light. All sorts of different science we're doing when we look like these uber nerds. We're actually doing real science and thinking outside the box, looking outside the box, and looking into the rainbows and the light spectrums as well. That's what it's all about. All right. We going back to the A's. We going back to the good old, I look like a narc, but I don't care, aviators. Bam! Look at that. Yeah. That's my style. That's my style. Okay. I ain't no narc. But y'all know that. It's about being real. Old man builds, and we showing the real deal of what we've been making and the different reactors. That's just the start. That's just the start. Okay, so we're gonna put that one down. I'm gonna share another window. Let's share this one. No, this one. All right. Bam. Oops. Is this? Oh, this is reactor 4. No, this is. Shout out again. Delicious, delicious. They feed me well here. Oh, we got a video. All right. Let's watch that video. Here's Brenny on one of his little explorations. Yeah. All right, this is before I climbed the mountains, so kind of weak, but that's the mountains I climbed today. Yeah. See, I'm like, I'm gonna climb those mountains. And then I did. Yeah. Right? Before you know it, I'm gonna be up there. I recorded that 1 week beforehand, and then boom, I did it. I peaked them. I took them. The mountains is mine now. until someone else goes up there and claims them as their own, as I encourage everyone to do. Hike, get out to nature, have a good time, explore. All right, here we got Old Man Builds, man Nathan wiring up and soldering the Bendini SG. My God, was this a lot of hard work. Very impressed with him. And yeah, we're just waiting on the battery now to power it up and see how she runs, and if it does a 8-to-1 battery recharge, or what's actually the real deal with the Bendini SG. But we're in the process of finding out. And shout out to Nathan's hard work. There's soldering it up. All right. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Boop, boop, boom. There's the Bendini SG. And there he made the coil. Oh, shout out Dispatch Center. There's the sandwich from neighbor Paul. Pretty good. All right. There's the 2 original electrodes before they went in and before the first reactor. So there you see them as the blank or pure copper, bare copper that they were as they started out. So, all right. Not really organized for much more. Let's see. Let's see what else we can do quickly here. Boop. Right, yeah, okay. So we're going into that reactor number 3. There's reactor number 2 right now. I think I actually showed these pictures at the start. No, maybe I didn't. Okay, so again, you can see this is self-contained, no power going to it. Reactor 2 with the power going to it. See, completely self-isolated, just creating differentials and inversions. Oh, bam, look at all them coils. So beautiful. So beautiful. And just for $240 American, you get the full system. Nate's pretty generous with that. Old Man Builds. Amazing person, and honored to be here. And like they feed me so well too, like every night. Just I can't say enough. I've been taking pictures of all my dinners. Shout out Kristen. Feeding the fam, feeding the team. And thus we need to sell more coils so Kristen can keep feeding me. Anywho, the powder, what's the powder in the bottom of the jar? That's monoatomics. So let me show you. Let me show you the real monoatomics. All right. You don't want to see it? You don't ask for it? Yeah. Well, this one is zinc and silver. So this is the ionic water. Oh, you might be able to see the little, all the atomic hydrogen going up to the top right now. Yeah, that's magic. That's atomic hydrogen just coming out of the water with the ionic silver. As I drink some of my fountain of youth. Okay, as I did that, now you can see, stir it up a bit. Now, never, ever try this at home, but I am guinea pigging on myself. Ooh, while it's stirred up, drinking that pure monatomic silver right there. I have been tested recently. Don't have heavy metal accumulation, but don't try it at home. Yeah, I think I should do that. Good call. Good call. All right, back to the rest of this little slideshow. So here we're building the Renegade pulse motor, and I'm gonna be doing some extra experiments with that. Y'all don't even begin to know. That's where it gets into nuclear electrochemistry, but I ain't giving away more than that. I ain't giving away more than that. Probably makes 0 sense to anyone listening. Think I'm crazy? I don't care. It's for the best because I get to make the discoveries first and get the patents. All right. So, look at that. Look at how red it is there. Red electrodes, red hydrides. And never forget, Bert plus Oscar and Ernie. That gives you BurnEye. Bam. My alter egos go everywhere with me. All right, so there's the 2 electrodes I made. And we shipped to Sean. Shout out Sean Calderon. And I will finally be getting to the microscope that he sent us tomorrow to look at the samples under the microscope and take some epic, awesome video and pictures with it. But in return, I created these 2 parallel, identical electrodes for Sean to try out in his RAV experiments. And I'm both excited and also a little bit concerned. Hopefully they don't put out too much energy or have a reaction of, well, fire with the amount of energy he's going to put through it. But either way, it's for the sake of science, and I pray for his safety. Sean's a smart man, and he will take the right safety precautions when running the experiments, I am sure. All right, and that's what I packed for my LA day trip. And that's the end of that folder, as the next folder is my trip to LA on the beach and climbing the mountains over the last few days. But that is not loaded, so that is all that we have for today. So you can see again, you can see how it has settled. That's the monatomic powder of pure silver. And then we have the molecule of the 24 karat purple gold. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big G for gold right there. And yeah. I'll stir it up now. And don't do this at home, children. Oh, a little sip of that actual 24 karat purple. So this is physical gold and light. But if you haven't heard that story, we're going to save that for another day. A-okay. I've got some more Magrav coils to make tonight, so I got to get back to it. Got to finish it up. Right, here's the first step, right? The outer coil, the bigger one. Got to go make more and do some more windings with these guys. And soon I will be selling these Energy Wand Electrode Magic Wands. Ooh. Shout out Old Man Builds. Bam. OMB and BurnEye. We make quite the team. On that note, love you all. Have a blessed night and day. And we will see you on the next one. A ta-ta.
You crazy mother. Yeah.
It's just BurnEye.